Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, where forward-thinking business leaders come to share their experiences and ideas, learn from each other, and amplify their results together.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Transform Sales Podcast Sales Software Review Series. Today, we are going to be talking about Salemaker, and we have with us as a guest, CMO and founder, Marc Lewin. How you doing, Marc?
How you doing, Tony? Thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. Today, we're going to talk to you about Salemaker, which is a personalized AI video software. But we're going to speak about a specific use case today, and that is for cold outbound prospecting. Tell us a little bit about Salemaker and why you guys decided that, there was a gap out there in the market that you needed to fill when people are doing video prospecting.
Yeah, so exactly like you said, perfect for video prospecting with cold outreach, perfect for SDRs, BDRs, or really anybody doing digital marketing and cold outreach on LinkedIn, email, Twitter, however you do your cold outreach. When we were definitely not the first, we're bootstrapped, me and my two other founders, but we saw a gap in the market of degrees of personalization. And that's one of the biggest differentiators that we provide to the market is the allowing of high degrees of personalization. So when you enrich the data on your prospect or leads that you have, you can bring all that data in, and every single video we create for you will have any amount of that data in it.
Okay, so then what are some of your primary competitors or alternatives that people are doing today where they don't have as much personalization ability?
Sure. SendSpark, HeyGen, pretty sure they're both VC-backed companies that allow for maybe 3 variables. Last time I checked, I think HeyGen might get 5 now. But we, like I could show later in the demo, we allow for full degrees of personalization in the entire script. And every single video could be truly personal to every person that you're reaching out to.
Well, with no further ado, let's go ahead and get into the demo and see how this thing works.
Okay, perfect. So this is in the app. Once you create an account, the only 2 things you'll need to do is to start creating campaigns is to create an avatar. You'll see my previously generated avatars here. You would just name your avatar. I'll do this quickly, and then you would just upload or record a video from your browser, or upload a video that you have pre-recorded, and then audio. You could also tweak the audio settings for similarity, exaggeration, that type of thing. So let's say I created my avatar. I have them here. The next step would just be create a template, what we call them, but they're basically landing pages. So every lead that you give us, we're going to give you back a CSV file with a link to a landing page where you could host the embedded video, your calendar, a personalized message, and then your logo here. I'm not going to go through that, but you see how you can tweak that for the colors and logo scheme. And then once you have your avatar and your template created, then you would create a campaign. And this is where I'll show the robust functionality, so to speak, of Salemaker. So you would just do a new campaign.
Actually, Marc, before we go to the campaign piece, let me ask you a quick question because I gave you some clarity. That part about the avatar, when we're talking about creating the avatar and uploading some video, we're actually now talking about, unlike some video marketing tools where you were recording yourself and you can send just the video that you created for that specific use case, or even to your point earlier about personalization. I'd used one before where it was, you were restricted and you kind of had to follow a certain talk track to be able to use the video function at scale. So in this case, we're going to be creating an avatar that's really like an AI version of ourselves that can run scripts. So that's actually very different than the recording and sending a pre-recorded something out.
100%. So thanks for diving deeper on that. But yeah, I mean, these are just different versions of me. But when we get how granular we could get, and I'll make them say anything basically per lead. So, but thanks for diving in on that, elaborating on that.
That's those.
So yeah, you would create a new campaign, and I'll just name it, new campaign. you would choose one of those avatars, like you just said, and one of the template backgrounds for a landing page. And then also we allow for attaching like a video at the end of every single video. So if you have a pre-canned sales pitch that you really love, but you wanted to personalize the first 20, 30 seconds, you could do that. And then you could attach the video at the end of every single video, and you could wear the same clothes. You could do whatever you want. If you wanted to, be where you couldn't even tell a difference that it was a different video, or if you want to say, hey, a new video is coming up, whatever you want to do, you could do that as well.
Let me ask you a question then before we move forward then on the template, because I didn't know the template part, right?
Yeah.
So the template is representative of what? Is that kind of mostly background, or I heard a combination? It could probably be what they're going to see in the background of my avatar, or does it have to do with other things as well?
The template, we're looking to rename that because it's really just a landing page. It's just a template of the landing page that we're going to generate for you. So it's like how you want your brand to display when you're reaching out. The embedded video, your calendar link, your logo, whatever color sum you want, that type of thing. So we're probably going to rename this actually soon anyway, but it's basically the landing page that we generate.
So I understand that actually. That makes sense to me now as you explain it a little bit. Maybe before we go into the campaign, because now I'm assuming when we launch the campaign, now we're getting down to, I got my template, which is what I want people to see when they interact with my video. I got my avatar, which is the version of me that's going to be saying whatever I want to say. So it might be helpful to take a look at the template just to kind of get that feel, because once I launch the campaign, now it's all about getting people to interact with my video and template, right?
Yeah, definitely. We could show you just building a template really quickly what that looks like. So this is the one I use for pretty much everybody here, but I'll just show you create a new template. So you could upload your logo, whatever your logo is. You could upload it here. I'm just going to put anything there. You can change the color scheme. So I don't like that background. I love this goldish yellow here. Perfect. You could change the color of the text to make it more, on brand, whatever your brand colors are. And then you can do the heading here. We're actually going to add some functionality where this will be personal to each lead if you want as well. You could say hey, name, and then this will be like a variable. But, I saw or book more meetings or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that would show up for every single landing page that we generate for you with the embedded video. And then you could link your calendar here, HubSpot, Calendly, Cal.com, Salesforce, and your calendar will be next to the embedded video. So then they could book a call with you right away from there.
Got it. Cool deal. Do you have one that shows maybe a mock-up or something that shows how the calendar, everything looks for people?
So yeah, so after I go through the campaign, I'm going to show the whole output, if that's cool with you.
Awesome. Yep. That works.
Right. So go back to the campaign and just create a new campaign, let's say. So, and then you select your avatar, select the demo. So that's a new one I did. The template, you could append a video if you want. You don't have to. And then this is where we really get granular with the data that, you could enrich or you could use for your rich data. So I'm going to import a dummy CSV file to show you. And then you'll see, is that only 2? Well, 2's fine. So you'll see if these were different names, I could have up to 800 leads in this. We're going to expand that too. But right now, right out of the box, you get 800 leads you could upload. You could do way more too. Just per campaign, it's 800. And each row, you could see the data that is enriched, right? The URL, the name, their name pronunciation, their company name, all that type of stuff. So also what we can do is enrich data on a website. So a lot of folks like to create a video, like a Loom style video with their person's website in the background. Looks highly personal, like you made a video while you're scrolling on their website. So that's the URL column here. Or we could also enrich Like we could visit their URL and put enrichment on it. So like it'll put a thumbnail at the beginning of the video with enrichment from visiting their website and scraping their website as well. So that comes right out of the box for SailMaker, as well.
Let me ask you a quick question. I always kind of, that last software I mentioned that I'd had some experience with, I didn't know really what to do with having the website in the background if I wasn't selling websites. Like it made sure. So what tends to be the strategy behind showing a person's website in the back of a video?
Sure. So the thumbnail, like you could say, hi, Nate, with their name, hi, Mike, something about what they're offering, right, to their customers, whatever. But when they see their website in the background with your face, it's such a degree of personalization. They're like, oh, I got to click that, right? It's like you made this video while you visited my website. Like most people, like you just said, would think, website designer, right? Or designer or someone in general. How can I improve my landing page? That's who's going to put a website in the background. But it just brings that next level of personalization. So when someone sees that in the thumbnail or an image to click or whatever, they're like, oh, this is actually about me and my website. Has my name, has my website. So that's usually why.
Got it. Okay. Didn't know that. That's the idea. That's the psychology behind it.
Exactly. So yeah, you can import your leads. You can enrich the thumbnail, and that'll give you another data point if you do that. And then you would just import a script. So this is just going to copy and paste something. This is where SailMaker gets extremely personal. So all that data I just brought in, I could bring in to this script now. So hi, name, right? And it'll be name, like how I'm going to pronounce the name as the title. And then we would put in like title, right? Company name, we would put in their company name. And you could have as many variables as you want in every single video that we're going to generate for you. And this is where we really differentiate from any of our competitors. They don't have this functionality. Like this is 4 variables. If I wanted to make almost every single one of these variables, a variable personal to each person I'm reaching out to, I could do that as well.
So then if I was to speak this back, the deal is that in today's landscape, most AI-powered video marketing tools, once again, saying that this is not you recording a video, playing it multiple times or anything like that. This is literally creating an avatar, AI-based version of you and sending out personalized videos. The existing competitors today, alternatives, limit the number of personalization features you could put in there. In the case of SailMaker, I could literally make the whole thing all personalized stuff. And my avatar, my AI version of me, is going to speak that into the video, and I can send it out to as many people as I want.
You nailed it. Exactly.
That's right. That's definitely a next level. I actually remember the first time being introduced to video marketing and being asked to put a video together. The first question I had was, well, do you have a script or something for me to use? And the idea, just get in there and start freaking videos. And it's like, but now this just takes it to the next level as well, because instead you could have multiple scripts. You can A/B test scripts. You could be
100%.
The same way as you think about cold email campaigns. Or
100%. You could have segmentation in your leads. Exactly. So you could have, let's say you have 1,000 leads for easy numbers. You could have 250 do one way, 250 do another script like this, and different data points that you wanted to enrich. Exactly. You could try out a bunch of different stuff. That's what we allow for.
And I'll throw another thing out there. I don't like seeing myself on video. We're on this call right now, but sometimes recording videos, you imagine when people are taking selfies or taking photos somewhere and how many of those they take because they're like, I just don't like that one. So this also gives you the opportunity to just skip all of that. I don't like how I look stuff. And now we're just using straight up
100%. We see a couple people that we're working with repurpose content in the same way. They've recorded one video, one great lighting, one with great audio, and they just repurpose as like content that they actually post every day too. There's that amazing. But so you would put the pitch in, the script, like you said, highly personal to every single lead that you have for whatever data, and then you would continue and just generate that whole thing. Now the output, I'm going to copy something here and just show this in a second. So the output from like that template and landing page and everything will be this. This is what every video or every, lead would get. They would get your personal logo here. They would get the personal video here, you in the corner, like a Loom style video, the personal message, and then your calendar link to book with you or wherever you want to put in there for booking and stuff. And this is the output for every single lead that you get. We also give you the MP4. So if you don't want to do this, you just have the MP4 video. You could send it that way. And also, just to touch back on this, you don't have to have a URL in the background. You could remove that URL column that I had, and you could just have you in the video. So it doesn't have to be their website or a website in the background.
Got it. So let's get into a little bit then. I send this out. What should I be looking for in terms of performance? And sometimes it's a little bit redundant because we know, hey, if you're doing cold outreach, they're probably some of the same KPIs that you would be wanting to track. But, what's your advice for someone that is getting started with video prospecting and is trying to make sure that they're getting an ROI that they expect from SailMaker? Which are the KPIs you would encourage them to focus on?
Yeah, I mean, flat out meetings booked, right? Like the easiest one is meetings booked. I'll guarantee we get you a 20% higher increase in meetings booked, or we'll refund you. That's what I'm willing to say. So we've seen videos like this really increase booking rate for multiple industries. If you're doing outreach, so it really has an impact. It just provides that level of personalization that people are looking for. Like people really think, oh wow, they took the time to create this video for me. That's amazing. And then if you provide value in that video for them, right? Obviously that's like outreach 101. Provide value for them by giving them information, then they're really jumping on a call.
Got it. So then I'd say probably in addition, my guess would be that in addition to the outcome, the LAD measure, right, of the meetings booked, there's probably a piece here too. It's like if you're not using it, and if you're not using it at a significant enough volume, you won't be able to see those meetings booked. So do you see folks come on to the platform and get stalled out, getting out the full productivity and using the platform, like really making it a part of their fabric such that they can get themselves in that position? What is normally the thing holding them back?
Yeah, so we've done a few things to help to facilitate, to get them from start to finish by creating videos and sending them exactly. We have an API now. You could make an API call. So everything I just did, you could do through an API, or you could automate the whole process. If you're using SmartLead, if you're using Instantly, just to, all you would have to do is upload one video and a voice recording, create an avatar, and create the template, and then you could automate the whole process. Also, that UX you saw, the UI UX I just went through, is our like second or third version. So we've really tried to make it a lot easier for folks to get all the way through. And yeah, sorry, was there another question? It was just ease of work.
Yes, in part it's what holds them back. So I guess the part that you mentioned, the API, so is the piece that's holding them back just maybe they're working out of another platform. So the idea
exactly
goes at the homes.
Exactly. So they can make an API call, in SmartLead or Instantly or any of the email sequencers. We made that really easy for folks to do. So they don't have to use our platform, then another platform. Exactly. You could integrate with a bunch of stuff. We have a Zapier webhook as well. So we could integrate with it with a bunch of stuff.
So then I guess what would be a full answer for the KPI part would probably be one KPI is, have you even made a video or not? Like, have you created a campaign? So create a campaign. 2, how many people how many of your contacts have you sent that campaign out to?
Right.
And then 3, now how many meetings have been booked?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks for helping me out there. But yeah, perfect.
Yes. Okay, cool deal. And so we got the API. Let's talk now about, let's go from onboarding and then let's touch integrations, right? So just in general, the onboarding process, what types of things are involved? What should people make sure they have ready? Let me tee it up this way. I imagine that even before someone buys one of these softwares, it would make sense for them to take a stab at at least having a script that they would want to put into a video prospecting sequence so that they'd be more ready to go. Would you agree? Are there some other?
100%. I mean, I would say even try recording just a regular loom. One, seeing the pain points of doing that, and then two, if you could do a good one and seeing the results from that, just sending looms to people, right? Like the meetings booked and everything's going to increase, and then you're like, okay, I need to scale this. Here you go, Salemaker. You could do 100, 500, whatever, and do a personal video for every single person. Exactly.
Got it. So deal would be is, have at least there's one piece that's the mindset that's like, I'm going to do video prospecting. So I'm going to commit to this idea and maybe even test out some video prospecting a little bit to get comfortable or know where things are so that by the time you get to the tech that's going to help you, you're not stalled out by the tech, just getting comfortable. Like you don't have this bill showing up and you're still trying to figure out what you're going to do with it.
100%. Well, I mean, we were also going to call with anybody. Like once you sign up for the app, we'll do an onboarding with you, give you 200 free videos, and I'll walk you through everything, show you what's worked for us, what's worked for clients in a script and all that type of stuff as well. So.
Amazing. Do you all also happen to have any training or resources on your website that people could look at to even start preparing or getting ramped up for that?
Yeah, one of our pages, there's a demo of me going through the whole process, just like what you would need from start to finish. And that, I think that's the only one we have. We're doing some other educational stuff that's coming out.
Okay, great. So at minimum, there's onboarding support directly from Salemaker, where they provide some resources that help you get comfortable with a script, get comfortable with the platform, maybe even answer any other questions you may have about getting going with video prospecting if you're new to it. Are there any? Is it pretty light otherwise? Then to set up, what are the integrations that you have maybe with other platforms?
But yeah, I mean that's another thing exactly. I mean, if someone joined the platform, they started creating videos, they don't know how to integrate with Smartly or Phantom Buster or any of the sequencers. We're going to call with you. I'll set the whole thing up with you. I'll walk you through the whole process to get you going without a doubt.
Does this integrate with CRMs also, like maybe like directly, or I guess you could probably do a webhook or a Zap, right?
I was going to say, if you could make an API call or you could do a Zap in there, then yeah, we could do it.
Got it. Okay. And then, I just heard you mention the 200 videos and for those watching, just so you know, Salemaker seems to have made it pretty comfortable to get going. It looks like $39 is a one-time payment pricing option, 200 videos for $39. And then I just heard you say that if you're just getting started on a new account, you also throw in 200 videos for free? Or that's part of $39?
That's part of $39. We just switched to a subscription kind of model. But when you could sign up for free right now, you get a free trial, you get like 20 videos, and you could try the whole thing right off the bat. And then the subscription, but if you do the onboarding, I'll get you 200 videos to onboard it, just so we can get you from start to finish, and I could help you out throughout the whole way.
Is there any cost associated with onboarding?
No, just once you sign up.
Okay. And I'm going to ask two more questions here that are about features. There's some language that I'm curious about. Maybe others, this will be helpful for others as well. Voice cloning and face syncing.
Sure.
Tell me about it.
So voice cloning, you give us like 2.5 minute, high quality audio. There's a ton of free, great tools out there that'll remove any background noise, any like reverb or anything like that. Like Adobe Pro is free. So I record a 2.5 minute video. I upload it in Adobe Pro. It removes all the stuff out of it. And then you upload the output to us, and we clone your voice. That's what allows us to generate that specific script for every single lead that you have, because we literally give you back your voice from your script for every single lead. Then we do the same thing with the video. It's you. We're not creating anything. We're just cloning you and giving you back you speaking as if you are saying the thing yourself, the script yourself.
Got it. So then whether one is looking at Salemaker or any other AI video tool, the voice cloning and the face syncing directly correlates with, do you sound like a robot and look like a robot? Or do you look like you're a real person and sound like you're a person?
That's one of the biggest things with our competitors too, because that's why they only allowed for for like a certain amount of variables for so long, because they had to literally create multiple videos where they would cut and put you saying that one variable, name, company name, where we just give you the whole video of you saying the whole thing. So that's like the biggest thing.
Nice. Okay. Interesting. I've learned a lot, actually, a lot more about video prospecting using AI for video prospecting that I'd known before. I'd seen some things before, but this was extremely helpful. Marc, anything else that you'd like to tell our guests before we hop off today? Once again, guys, this is only one of the use cases for Salemaker. So we're talking about cold video prospecting. Stay tuned for more features or more use cases that you may be able to use Salemaker for. But what would you say? Anything more that you'd like to say, Marc?
Yeah, I would say get in and use it. Even if you don't use it, start to use a competitor, just because I know videos will increase your sales, your bookings. Like I've seen it a ton of it. And then also keep an eye on us down the line, because we have a ton of crazy functionality coming out where we can automate audits. Visit somebody's website, it generates a video of you speaking about their website, about their LinkedIn profile. We already have that built out. We're going to publish on our website in the app soon, so you can use it. So a ton of functionality, like web AI agents, basically, where you automate going to a website, they talk about it, and the whole video is generated on that. So tons of use cases as well.
All right. More to come. Thank you so much, Marc. Once again, guys, Salemaker, AI, video prospecting.
Thanks, Tony, so much. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Hey, don't forget, viewers, don't forget to take advantage of the link below. Click on the link and go ahead and get onboarded and take advantage of some of this personalized service that you're getting from Salemaker in the early stages. Thank you and have a great one. See you next time.